Hello Libra, this is your extended reading. So are you ready to see the next steps or the two possible steps or perhaps the two phases of where this co-creation is going and where this third element that we saw being born with the opening card from your first part, being the Three of Pentacles. It's interesting because this extended, we start with the Six of Pentacles. So both of them, and one being the three and then the next being the six, especially because we have two hearts here connecting them, right? So, it's this simple mathematics that we can, achieve this full balance. Didn't we say that, only this perfect balance between these two hearts, these two principles, the masculine and the feminine, are able to overcome the density of this plane that makes things very slow to come into manifestation. Sorry about the noise, by the way. So yeah, it's going away. So 3 times 2 equals 6. So it's like, it's a simple equation. What I'm hearing right now, it's like, it's a simple equation, but it requires two hearts aligned. That's the hardest part of it. So this is what we're talking about, and we talked about a lot in the first part. This is the main element, or the two main elements, but this is the secret for this co-creation to finally come into this dimension and to establish this perfect harmony between whatever is completely emotional and subtle and non-physical with something that is physical, you see? So because we begin with this Six of Pentacles, this is also connecting to the Six of Swords that we saw in the first part. So two sixes, one that is feeling like this bridge of words. So it's this communication once your co-creation reaches this level of authority of, well, what I just heard was magician of words. And it's interesting because, I just peeked to the bottom of the deck and we do have the magician. So, but we'll get there because it's a whole other story with the bottom of the deck, which I will include, okay? But before we get there, this reaching of, it's like reaching eloquence and ease with words in order to really help to build this bridge of words and help others to cross this bridge from, turbulence into calmness, which is here. It's like this co-creation, even though, yes, as I said, has no fixed roots, it's supposed to spread their roots. But as these roots are being spread, it's like these roots are bridges. So it's interesting what I'm seeing now. It's like this tree walking on earth, and as these roots uplift and it's like this uprooting, but it has never built the roots underneath the earth. It's like always on top of the earth. It's on the surface of the earth in order to really build the bridges. So this is really interesting. I've never seen anything like that, and I feel like this is something that it feels very natural. It feels very just. It feels very, it's like there is no hard work here. It's just natural. I don't know how to express that. It's like, yes, your co-creation has a life of its own because it is following this natural instinct to move. And when it does so, it's creating these, it's like turning the invisible bridges into very visible ones and stable ones and natural ones, and just, yeah, it's like building bridges on earth. It's what I'm getting, and I don't know how to describe it other than what I did right now. So, but this bridge feels like there are two paths, two possible paths, because, so first we have this path, which is led by truth. So we have the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. So this feels like, you know, it's almost like there are two types of bridges that are being built because or by this co-creation. One of them providing truth and being led by truth. Well, I want to say it's this. These are the two paths. These two are leading to very pure hearts, but from two different perspectives, because one of them is being led by truth and the other one is being led by instinct and by this soul fire. It's like this drive, this desire. So it's interesting because all of what I'm hearing right now, it's like all of them are leading to the same purpose, in a sense, that is the coming together of these two hearts. So, oh, this is so interesting, Libra. What I'm just getting right now, it's like it has to be different paths, two different paths that, you know, two different types of bridges, because these two different beings that are going to pass along these two bridges are going to meet on the other side, because we have this choice. Okay, this is on the bottom of the deck and we'll get there, but it's just coming through right now and I have to talk about it because I feel like this is the point where it's like this natural path that is being divided into two to show different perspectives of the same end goal, or of the same purpose in the end, or of the same destination. And when people coming from both sides meet at the end, they will have the choice to meet through the magician or through the devil, but we'll get there. Whew. It's coming through so quickly. So it's interesting also because something that felt like a long time coming, like moving completely slowly, it feels like it's picking up the pace right now. And you know, these two new types of bridges that this co-creation of yours is bringing about, both of them, it's like both of them are talking about speed, but both of them are talking about the desire to move in a faster manner, or simply, it's not the desire to move, it's like to move, it's just the energy of it. I don't know how to explain it. It's like the new condition within it, right? Because we have fire and air here, but you know, connected to the earth realm. So it's something that is planted here, and as I said, planted but with the roots on top of the earth. If I'm making sense at all, I hope this makes sense. So let's go back to this first bridge that is being led by truth, and you know, it's coming through with the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So this bridge here, it's the same here. So it feels like both of them have a very physical aspect of it, but this one being led by truth, by the Ace of Swords, is a more, it's like, it's an so it's like this. Initially, this path, or this one type of bridge, is leading people on their own, just to further down the line meet them with other people that are in the same heart alignment. And so it's like, first, the ones that choose this bridge or feel compelled to walk this bridge that you are co-creating, right? They are going to do it alone first, and physically alone, I want to say. But when they reach, you know, a few steps further along this bridge that they chose to walk on their own first, they are going to, it's like they are going to come into groups. It's like, first they have to enter alone, but when they are inside the bridge, they are going to become groups. They are going to become, you know, they're going to gather, right? This is how I'm seeing this. But it has this very physical element to it. And I want to say both of them have, because the other path is this one, is being led by this hunger, this Ace of Fire, the Ace of Wands, that talks to me about this fire in the belly, or this desire, which to me feels like this soul desire. So the ones that choose this path or this bridge that you are building, they are going to, it's the opposite. This is so interesting, Libra. I'm so fascinated with this reading. It's really, really interesting. The first one, being led by truth, they have to follow their own truth in order to meet other people's truths from the heart space. But if those who choose this path, being led by this hunger, by this desire, this willingness, the willingness of the soul, this is so beautiful, the willingness of the soul, they are hungry to meet other people. So this is the reason why we have the 8 of Pentacles instead of the 9. But you see, it's like both of them are physical. They imply this walking this physical path, whether it's alone or whether it starts with a lot of people, because this is what I'm seeing with the 8 of Pentacles. So the 8 of Pentacles followed by the Knight of Wands. It's like, first, these ones will choose together to work in a team, to work in a group, to be with others, building something, perhaps physically, to, you know, really work hard as a team, as a group, as a community. And then when they reach further steps into this bridge, they go alone on their paths to communicate and to spread this desire, to spread this this soul burning fire that just takes them places. So it's interesting because, you know, this is the, I hope I can hold all that. This is the distinction from these two paths. This is the balancing out. This is the need for this duality, because the ones that are initially starting or crossing this bridge through a more solitary or a more individual point of view, they will meet others when they pass through this 9 of Pentacles. And on the other hand, the ones that are already willing to meet others and to work with others straight away, they are going to have that option. But after that, they will go their separate ways. That's how it's coming through, in order to really take this soul fire, this soul burning desire that feeds them with this impulse to move, you know, to others. And I want to say this is where these two meet, these two groups meet, because it's like this. It's this coming together. It's this being led by fire, but by also the heart. So it's beautiful. It's like this beautiful dance that whatever you're creating right now, Libra, it's not only for one type of people, or it's not going to help, just a niche. I want to say it has these two different paths that it's like it's the reason why I'm talking about this uprooting and these roots that are functioning as solid bridges on the earth's surface, but it's also very spread throughout the world, I want to say, but also very spontaneous. This is so embedded here in your reading today. It is so spontaneous because it's so balanced. So there is no lack of anything. These two principles, the masculine and the feminine, are in such alignment that even though, yes, they are talking about building something concrete, right? Building perhaps an actual bridge, but through these two different options, that you can reach more people, that more people will benefit, more people will be able to get to the other side through these two options, you see. And when they do, it's like on the other side, whatever was guiding, whatever was pulling them, that your co-creation was leading them, from these two perspectives, I want to say. So the main purpose is to align these two hearts and to gain this complete balance within and without. But also through different points of view that will give complementary perspectives to those who cross this bridge, who choose to walk these two different paths. And when they do get to the other side, they can exchange, they can share what they've learned, they can share what they have experienced from truth, from the soul desire. And they coming together, when they do find this this togetherness, this meeting, this balancing, it's like it's going to feel very fulfilling, it's like fulfilling the purpose on their own, but also with others. So it's like an individual perspective, but also a collective perspective. And I want to say, because as I said, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Magician followed by the Devil, and oh my God. Oh my God, Libra, I'm getting like super excited. Oh my God. Okay, so I'll just have to listen. Libra, I know this is going to get long, but I just have to add these cards because it's insane how I feel like, okay, so this is it. Libra, whatever you're creating right now that could feel something, sorry about the child crying outside. I just heard it. I hope it doesn't bother too much, the reading, but I'll just keep on going. Whatever you feel like you're creating right now, because it is time to co-create, and you know it, you're ready for it. Even though you think it's small, or it's just a small seed, or it will take time for it to really mature, these cards on the bottom of the deck are just talking about this. Didn't I say something about, whatever you're co-creating right now, it's meant to be. It's meant to come into this earthly plane right now. Because, okay, so as I was going to say, these two cards are what, all of the people that are being touched by your co-creation and are able to cross this bridge because they are following this beautiful pull from these two hearts, the two magnets. When they get to the other side and they exchange their knowledge, when they exchange their knowledge, when they fulfill their mission, they're going to have this choice to make. It's like there are a lot of balancing out. There are a lot of duality here in your reading today, and it's very pertinent to Libra, of course. But it's like you are unconsciously, or yeah, is it unconscious? It's just that I don't really know that you are aware of the power of this creation that you and another are bringing into being right now. Because it's like you're teaching discernment. It's like you're teaching people to find this perfect balance that you have created. Because at the end of this bridge, they'll have this choice to make, whether they want to co-create themselves with magic or with illusion, how it's coming through the devil. So yeah, it's simple actually. And because we have the Two of Wands following, it's like this, it's like the next phase for all of these people who are touched by your co-creation. They will have a choice to make, and it's on their side. There's nothing you can do to help them make this choice. It's like it's out of your hands now, and it's out of your product or your child or your whatever you have created. It's out of anyone's hands. It's only on the hands of those who are reaching the end of this bridge. I hope this makes sense, right? It's like choosing in between the real magic, this universal magic, and deceit and untruths or illusions. So as I said, these cards that are underneath this path, and you know, it's interesting what I'm seeing now. It's like this choice is crucial for the next cards to play out. So it's only when those people touched by your co-creation make this choice and choose whether they want to walk their path next through magic or through illusion, that they're going to receive these really big energies that are here. So it's this. Oh my God, Libra, I'm so excited for you. And I feel like you don't even realize the power that you hold right now. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, the Star, and the Three of Cups. So we end actually with another 3, which is, you know, reaching this this full purpose. It's this, right? This new co-creation that now you are passing along through this co-creation of yours, but that each one of these people that are crossing these 2 bridges that you have built, that you have created, they are the ones that have to make the choice to co-create themselves. It's like you are an example for them to witness the power of this co-creation. The power of this co-creation. You see? It's like it is meant to be. It is something that it's time for co-creation. It's time to embody this higher knowledge, this higher wisdom, because it is this universal guidance. It's like all of these cards together, you know, and leading towards this 3. It's like this is cosmic love. This is cosmic co-creation. This is universal power coming into fruition, into this earthly plane, through you, through another, through your co-creation, and by, you know, those who are being touched through your co-creation, by your co-creation, whether it's a project or a child or whatever it is. So this is insane. I am beyond amazed. It's like incredible. And I feel like whatever is, you know, waiting to be co-created by others, you are experimenting it now. You are sensing it now. You are tasting it now. You are embodying it now. And by doing so, you are showing others how to make it. But as you've seen from the reading, it is a long process. It is requiring that people choose to walk this bridge, choose to cross the bridge, to, you know, put in the work, whether it's with other people working on teams or individual. But it has to come from the decision that it is going to require work and effort. But in the end, it will lead to this fulfillment of their purposes and your purpose ultimately, right? Through them. So let's see what the runes have to add as a final guidance for you, Libra. Whew. Yeah, Libra, with all the cards from the bottom of the deck and this rune, which is the South Node, which is interesting. I think the South Node came in one of the last few readings that I did. I don't remember which one. I don't know if maybe Taurus. I'm not sure. But this rune is talking about the starting point. So from what we've seen with the bottom of the deck cards, it is something big. It is the joining forces of this universal love that we saw, you know, very clearly with these two cards from the first part, the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. So the feminine principle and the masculine principle all aligned and coming together in your heart is making way for you to really initiate this path of spiritual elevation, of spiritual development, of really setting yourself on this mission towards the North Node, which is, you know, the opposite end of the South Node in astrology. And it's interesting because this is the South Node and the North Node. They are both virtual points in the sky. They're not actual stars. So, but we saw the star there, so it's also, you know, that part of the guidance too. But here it's like this trust in the universe. Trust in the universe. Whatever you're initiating right now, it's bigger than you think. And this is just the beginning, but trust in it. You are on the right path, I want to say. And you are not only on the right path, you are building something or birthing something or someone that is in complete alignment with this very high level of development, of spiritual development and elevation. So this is so beautiful. I hope this was insightful for you in any way. I am just in awe with this whole reading. Thank you so much for being here with me. I'll see you next time, Libra. Bye.